happen?
I do. I think we just had a normal, natural correction. I think they're healthy. They never feel that way. They happen for legitimate, risky reasons. The tariff and the trade wars, those are real risks. And I think, if we continue in the environment we have now, that wouldn't be good. But I think Donald Trump wants the markets to go up, and he'll, retrench. And we've already seen that. And I think the Fed, will be cutting if they need to be cutting.
Okay, well, that raises a really interesting question, and I'm not sure there's a good answer to it yet. And I know it's being debated as to whether that so-called Trump put and even a Fed put exists at this point, or if both of those, as some would suggest, have both come at a lower price than originally thought.
Well, I think it's quite clear that the Trump put that everyone thought existed didn't exist at the level people thought it existed. So the market's been much weaker than people thought Trump would allow it to be. I still think, and you're starting to see comments out of his team, that they do care and they want a healthy market. And so they have backtracked on some of the tariffs. Now, we'll see what happens next week. But I think they are still sensitive to overall market conditions.
I don't get the sense that you're questioning the idea of a U.S. exceptionalism trade. The one we came into this year all bulled up on. And then because of the back and forth and the way that some of this tariff policy has been rolled out, it's caused way more volatility than people expected. I'm not sure people had a 10% pullback on the S&P on their bingo card on January 20th.
Well, they should have, because last year we didn't have a 10% pullback, and they're pretty common. The last one we had was 2023. So we came into the year saying, listen, we're likely to have one at some point this year. Who knows when that will be? I think the U.S. is in a great position, is still in a solid position. I think other global markets have done much worse, so it's not surprising to see them do better relatively. I think the U.S. can still do well, and particularly from this point, with the U.S. markets down and other markets up so much, I would be buyers of the U.S.